Well, hello YouTubers. It's been a couple of weeks since my last update, but I haven't been sitting about. I've been quite busy. As you know, before I've had all manner of chassis rotted at the back and suspension and brake things to do. So, quick update, or quickish. I have removed all the Go Faster stripes on the side for a start, and I've painted over all my repairs and the black areas at the bottom of the van in just a brush on white primer, well, sort of a whitey grey primer, just to make the van less of an eyesore, so that all my work doesn't stick out. Obviously I've still got to grind down, all the welds are done and so on, but I have just given it a little sort of tart up. I've taken those horrible rusty yellow fog lights off the front, and the huge amount of reflectors and stick-on hands and things like that that were on here. I counted 67 reflectors and stick-on bits which I've taken off. That doesn't include probably about the 30 that I took off when I got the van. I've ordered 2 new wing mirrors because these are quite horrible, as you can see. They had reflectors stuck on them and they've been hand painted and so on. So this is all finished here, apart from the cosmetic finishing off, like I say, the grinding down. There's 2 new brake drums and sets of brake shoes each side, new wheel bearings each side, new brake pipes and new flexi hoses fitted as well. The wheel arches are welded up and undersealed and so on. It doesn't take long for everything to get muddy, but it's got good it's got Tetraseal underseal on it, and also seam sealer on the welds, and anti-rust primer and black Hammerite smooth on everything, and then undersealed over the top of that. I've taken the mud guard off the back because that looked horrendous. Also there were 2 rot patches there which I've cut out and welded in new bits, actually cut out and welded rather than just slap plates on the top. That's a bit of a negative exercise really, because the rust will just come back. It's all done here. I've painted this side up as well. Obviously not going to leave it like that because I need to repair this wheel arch and the wheel arch on the other side, and the seat belt mounts as well, and there's a little bit of rot in the footwells. But the back of the van is done and it's fully roadworthy again. And in the last couple of weeks as well, I went off on a little holiday in it. I'm in Cumbria, and I went across Britain heading in an easterly direction, and I went to Garstang, then Preston, and also Lancaster, doing my hobby of street photography. And then I went towards Manchester and Huddersfield, Halifax, Yorkshire, Bolton, and then back along through Settle and Kirby Lonsdale. So I've put about 250 miles on her, and she was absolutely fantastic. The fan belt started slipping, so I tightened that up when I came back, and that's fine. And there you are. But she's coming together nice. Obviously I'm going to do every single job until, and then, beforehand, and then prepare the body and paint her up. Still got to do this front windscreen panel here at the bottom. Put a new one of those in. The window washer pump packed up, and that lives underneath the van under there. So I got the motor out, and it was a bit rough turning round, and it turned out it had loads of rubbish in the pump, but I managed to take it apart and clean the motor up and cleaned out the pump, and now she works a treat. A new one. You can't buy just a new one, you have to buy the bottle as well, which on eBay are currently around about 60 quid, so I wasn't going to do that. So I fixed it for nout. Yeah. But very, very nice. Drives lovely. And the brakes are fantastic. And very cosy. Nice and comfy at night. And you can make a brew whenever you like. And they set the old table up. Obviously I didn't take the lawn edging shears with me. And set the table up, and I had a lovely curry, and it's great. So if you're currently working on your camper and can't wait to get it on the road, believe me, it's all worth it. It's all worth it in the end. So stay tuned, because next job I'll be doing the bottom of the sliding door, and then that wheel arch, and the other wheel arch, and the windscreen panel, and these awful window seals. Ugh. Yuck. Gonna wait for the glow plug to go out, and she'll fire up, and away we go. Low light out. Give it a rev. Alternator light goes out, because I think the alternator doesn't charge on tick over. Well, it does once you give it a rev, but obviously there's some diode or something not working quite right. But yep, I think we're raring to go. So I'll see you all later. Well, I've just come out of Rochdale, and I'm now climbing a big old hill on the way to Halifax. So I'm assuming over the other side of this big lump of dirt here will be Halifax. Oh, it's windy. Ooh, it's blowing the van. It's trying to blow the van up over there. Right, knock it down a gear, I think. But she's whipping along lovely. I've actually got more juice in that, but because I'm going uphill, all the diesel's gone to the back of the tank, so it looks like I've actually got about half a tank. But it looks like I've got a quarter of a tank. Blimey. I think I'll just basically crawl up here at a steady rate. Nice sort of lake or something over there. Ears have popped. I don't know, what's this place? Oh, fancy living up here, eh? Woo. So there you are. Ah, this is a steep old climb. Somebody's taking advantage of the weather and got a wind generator. This place is called the White House. Doesn't look very white to me. More of a dirty off-white. It should be called the Dirty Off-White House. Hey. Alright, looks like we're getting to the top now. There it goes. Managed to get into fourth now. Doing the grand sum of 35 mile an hour, nearly 40. Sorry. and there's a lake on the top of the hill. Blimey. And there you are. This is what it's all about, ladies and giblets. Parked up in a lay-by now. It's just gone 6 o'clock at night. Off down the road, probably in half an hour for a curry. I've had the kettle on. Got a lovely cup of splosh. Nice. Bit strong. But the van has been absolutely great. Really good. Very impressed. Now this is what all the work's for. This is what we all do our vans for. Just to be able to get out, see the sights, have a bit of peace and quiet. Get away from the stresses and strains of being self-employed. I highly recommend it. Oh, and of course the Essential VW book. Very good book if you haven't got one of these. If you've got a T25 and you haven't got one of these books, you should get it. Very good read. Road tests from 1979 to 1991 of every model you can think of. Very good. So there you are.